All right, ladies and gentlemen, on deck with me right now, I have the one, the only GingeSwagTia coming back for revenge. Round 2. They opened our marathon, but now they're going back at it against Ripto in Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, any percent, which is kind of the landmark category, I would argue, for Spyro 2. It's definitely the most recognizable because you see aspects of it in every other run of the game. And I'm super excited to see you perform here, Tia. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all fired up, Bob. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, Spyro 2 is probably one of the shortest any percent runs behind Enter the Dragonfly. But yeah, I'm gonna try and talk as fast as possible and try and cram as much as I can within the 15 minutes.
Absolutely, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've seen you run this category plenty, and I know you're capable of putting out a really fun, awesome run for us. And I hope all you people in chat are feeling fired up too. Would you like me to count you in here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Phoenix, are we transitioned on your end? So I don't know if my stream is just very delayed, but it is nowhere near. It is just showing me the pre-transition. Okay, just wanted to make 100% sure. I'm glad I asked. And there's the Tia. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I'm going. So, we go straight into a cutscene. Spyro 2 is very fast-paced game. And there is a mechanic in this game which is called double jump, which we're going to be using quite a lot. It's actually super easy to do. And actually, most people who played this game casually probably did discover this as a child. So as you saw there, I just did a double jump. We're gonna go out of bounds straight away into the first level. Gonna climb on top of these things, and we're gonna talk to Twitchy down here because he will let us out of this first hub world or level. It's a level. Sometimes if you do bad runs, you can't actually leave. You have to complete this first level to reset because there is no exit to game. But yeah, we're gonna do loads of these double jumps. We're gonna do some cool tricks, some hard tricks. I might even go for a proxy. So first of all, we're gonna ignore Laura there. We're gonna quickly jump over this bridge, and we're gonna try and skip as many steps as we can by just doing some double jump. We're gonna avoid Hunter because we don't like talking to Hunter. And then we're gonna do some outbound stuff again. So double jump, what? Bad double jump there. But here we've got no collision in these walls, so we don't even need to learn how to swim. We can just skip that. We're gonna do a thing here where we jump out of bounds through the door. Also, here's the Brian button. You got Brian written on there, it's one of the creators of the games. We're gonna do this, and as you see here, we're underneath the door. And we can just jump straight out of bounds from that and then go into the first boss fight, Crush. We don't actually go to any levels in this run. We just go straight to the bosses. Ripto is our main priority here. So in Spyro 2, another thing I'd like to point out is that Spyro has to learn abilities. So climb, swim, head bash, some other ones, probably one I'm missing as well. We are not going to buy any of those. Moneybags teaches them to us, but we're not gonna buy any of his stuff because he's not worth it. So instead, at the end of the game, we will need to learn how to swim so we can get into Ripto. So we're going to do some cool things where we go into the last level, which is the bonus level, and we are going to collect swim, head bash, climb. We're going to collect all of those things and fireball. The thing, if you 100% this game, you get a special thing at the end of the game, which is fireball. And that will really help us out in the end of this game, in the boss fight with Ripto up there. So right here, let me explain what Crush is. We're basically jumping through Crush right now. We're trying to make him hit us, so as you can see here, he hits us, and we just jump out. We're just gonna see him here, so we're gonna be under the rubble. So that's the first boss fight done straight away. I'm gonna do something that might disgust some people. I'm gonna change the camera to active because we're gonna do some really hard skips coming up here called Gulp Skip. Gulp Skip was found by Tuval, who is very famous. If you don't know who he is, go look at him on YouTube. But yeah, I do something disgusting where I do the camera because I find it's easier to do Gulp Skip. I don't know why, I'm so used to it by now. We're gonna do these little hard jumps right up here. Nice. So yeah, double jumping is your best friend in any percent. And it does take a little while to perfect it because you can do running, you can do walking into double jumps, which gives you a little bit more momentum. And it does take a little bit of time to get used to, but if I'm honest, it's actually kind of easy. So now we're going to go into Gulp Skip. I'm going to be safe there and get Zoe to zap me. And people will say, like, you won't understand what's going on, but if I'm honest, it's not that hard. It's not hard at all. If you spend a little bit of time on it, you'll understand what is happening. So right now, I'm trying to go in and out of bounds at the same time by caressing this wall here. So we're gonna slowly caress this wall and hopefully it will let us inside. And then we can get into a gulp. So we're just slowly caressing the wall. And we're gonna see if we can get in here. I have to do this slowly because if I go too fast, I'll get pushed out. So there we go. We're in and out of the wall at the same time now. And I messed up the charge glide there, but I can just go kill myself and then I can go back and do it again. But ideally, we need to get inside and outside of the wall at the same time. And then we do a jump into a charge glide and that's it. It's literally it. Like, it does look hard. It looks really hard for people who have never seen the trick and who are interested in getting into the run, but it's not that hard. I just messed up the charge glide, and if you know Spyro 1 or any of the other Spyros, charge glides are, you know, they're fairly easy once you get used to them. Once you get a little bit of practice in, you should be good. You should be good. So again, caressing the wall. There we go, we're in. There we go. Cool, second try. That's not bad. And now we are into Gulp. So, yeah.
Gulp?
I would say I'm a slow learner. It takes me a while to get things. It took me a few hours to get Gulp Skip. And that's with watching a few tutorials. And if a handy tip here, people will say this is wrong, but active camera really makes it feel a lot better. Don't tell anyone I said that, but it does. Now we're going into Gulp Skip. Gulp Skip has a lot of RNG in this. So the first 3 rounds are normal, so we always know it's going to be barrels, bombs, and then rockets. I'm gonna try for double rockets here. In my past streams, Gulp has managed to destroy them somehow, or the egg has landed on top of him. So we're gonna pray that no eggs get destroyed right now. And we're gonna grab this one. And I'm gonna stand by this one. We're gonna shoot. So now it comes to RNG. So now we have no idea what's gonna be inside the eggs. So bombs are your worst things because they're slow. And no one likes bombs because you can't do double hits with bombs and they're slow. Barrels, I'd say, are second tier. They're B tier. You can get double hits with barrels. They're quite nice. S tier are rockets. Rockets are amazing. So, if I'm honest, this is an okay gulp for me. Normally I'd be doing terrible things right now. I'd be missing everything. But I'm taking it a little bit slowly. Oh, and also what I'm doing here, I'm running behind Gulp because if you are in front of him, he'll want to charge you and he'll go collect some bits and you don't want him doing any of that. There, he kind of runs all around the place and you don't want him to do that, so we got a double hit. Nice. Rocket in a barrel, and now we just need one more. So after this, I've never got it, but I'll try getting it. I'm gonna go for a penguin proxy. Never got it in a run, so we can try, we can try. After doing a lot of Spyro 390%, I've gotten a bit better at proxies. That's what I was hoping to do, was get good at proxies so I can come back to 2 and then do proxies on this. So a proxy is when your hitboxes collide and then the game doesn't like that, so then it pushes you out. We're gonna try for one here. If not, there's loads of backups. Oh, well, let's go! Nice! Cool, that's my first ever proxy in a run, let's go! Shit! Oh, bad swearing. No, sorry, no swearing. But yeah, no, there we go, my first proxy in a run. Okay. Now we're gonna go out of bounds and we're gonna go into Dragon Shores. So Dragon Shores has all the things we need to fight Ripto. We need to learn how to swim, and we need Fireball to make the fight faster. So the pool is underneath the floor there, and that's how you get into Dragon Shores. Now we're gonna... The main boss is this wall. This wall is the main boss fight right here. You have to get good at double jumps and walking at the same time. Walking double jumps for it to go to the correct height. There, I got it first try, which is great. And over here, we have the Fireball. So we're gonna fly underneath it, gonna hover, and there we go, we've got Fireball. So the hitbox for Fireball is right underneath it. Now I'm gonna try for a Sprodder into Theater. Sprodder is kind of like a wall glide, but you press more buttons. I'm gonna try and get on top of this wall. If I fail, okay, if I fail I might, no, okay, we're gonna go for titty strat. So there's loads of strat, but we're going for titty strat. Titty strat, I can't remember who found titty strat, but we're going to time Zoe's titties for a frame perfect trick. So Zoe will pop out here. Okay, I missed it. So what we are looking for is when Zoe turns 90 degrees from the cameras, we're looking at her titties, I'm gonna say it, we are. Then we press our input. Okay, I was a bit too early there. You're making me You're allowed one swear due to hitting penguin proxy. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm doing it way too early. So you can see there, I'm charging into the guy. It's a frame perfect trick, so you have to time it well. So I'm a bit too early, so I'll do a little bit later. No, early again. I'm having trouble with the trolleys. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to jump off of the trolley so then we get control of Spyro. There we go. Cool. Now I am on the roller coaster tracks. Now I can go into theater, which is this little area here. And now this is like the end of the game where you can look back at all the cutscenes. So we're gonna look back at the boss fight cutscene, the end cutscene. And now that we've looked at this, the game goes, oh, you've completed the game. So you must know everything, right? You know how to swim. You know how to do everything else. So now we have been given swim, climb, head bash. We've been given everything. So now we can enter into Ripto now, and we can end the game. So to get into Ripto, we do something called swim in air, where we're gonna go out of bounds, and then as we are going out of bounds, we're gonna find a pool of water, and we're gonna charge into it just at the bottom of it, and then that will give us a swim in air where we can swim in air. So I'm just gonna come down here, and then I'm gonna jump, and then I'm gonna start flying. I'm gonna back up a little bit because it's far, and I was a little bit too far away. So I'm trying to aim at the bottom of that little pool over there. We're gonna charge into it, and then hopefully we get the swim in it. There we go. So now we have swim and air. Now we can just fly into the tunnel where Ripto is, and then we can go into the boss fight. So now we are on the last boss fight. So I don't know, what is the time? 13, okay. Okay, we're not being PB. I thought the penguin proxy. I took a little bit too long on Titty Strat there, so.
Spyro.
So now that we have Fireball, we can destroy Ripto. We don't have to collect anything. Fireball is OP. Oh, and we got an early gulp skip just there. We got an early hit on gulp, which is cool. And now we're gonna get an early hit again. No, I missed the early hit on our Ripto there. So I actually got the hardest part of it. Normally the early hit on Ripto is quite easy. The early hit on Gulp is quite hard. You have to time it correctly. So here we're just shooting Ripto. That's literally it. And we're missing. Oh. And time is coming up soon. He's gonna do one more wrap around after I hit him here, and then one more wrap around, and then that's it. Oh, time. Nice. Oh.
Awesome run, Tia. Super happy to have you on once again.
Thank you.
Excellent commentary. Great job explaining everything. You actually taught me something. I didn't know that there was that Brian button.
Yeah, the
in
Brian
first
button. So, there's Brian button. There's a few Brians. If you look all over Spyro 2, there's Brians. And in the next home world, I believe it's Brenda is also around the place. You'll see her name, like, in everywhere.
Thank you enough, Spyro.
But yeah, Brian and Brenda made this game.
I suppose you have to go.
B&B.
Yeah,
That's so crazy. That's such a nuanced thing. But seriously, great job with the run. Thank you once again for coming out and showcasing it, taking time out of your schedule to come show these people a good time through Spyro 2. You did a great job. I just want to reiterate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, could be more proud of you. Anything left you want to say to the people?
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone who's on my stream. I see a lot of you guys here, and thank you everyone who's watching Spyrothon as well. If you want to get into Spyro 2, there's the Discord. I'm sure everyone is aware, and if you're not, it's there. There's also a really good tutorial by Skinner. If you're new to Spyro 2, you should go watch that really good tutorial. And also Spyro 1, you should go watch Tower Rise's tutorial as well. I gotta shout them two out. But yeah, thank you everyone for having me, and thank you to the Spyrothon team for putting this great event on as well. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you everyone.
Awesome. With all that said, guys, we're going to be taking a brief little intermission here and heading straight into another interview, which you guys might have seen as you've been going through the event here. I'm not actually sure what this next interview is. It might be for the Vortaliani Relay coming up, but Phoenix, if you could confirm that or not, that would be dope. If not, that's also cool. Either way, we're going to be heading to a brief intermission here, so stick with it. Stick with us. We're going to be seeing